What it do, YouTube? It's Cookum Gaming, and here I am with Film Breakdown Series episode 2. Alright, and here I'm going to be talking about and breaking down my worst performance in the Combine, and it was actually my first game. So last episode I did my best. So we're doing both sides of the spectrum. We're going to be fair here. So in this game, this was my first game. It was my worst, and it's because I actually haven't played as much on next gen recently. I got a job, so I had to balance it out, and I was figuring it out, and then I really didn't find out I made the pool until later. So when I found out I made the pool like about a week and a half ago, I was like, that's it, I'm back on 2K. I'm locked in. I'm one of the biggest grinders I know. Now, actually, while I'm talking about that, I think I might go and break down some of my videos from old gen. Not too many. I might make just 1 or 2 videos because it's old gen. That's already behind us. But I was grinding at that time, so I have plenty of games to break down there. But anyways, back to this video. So this was my first, I didn't even get really 10s runs in or anything. I maybe played like 1 or 2. So I'm not warmed up. And my biggest problem in the beginning of the Combine was my offense was fine the whole time throughout. I warmed up in the rec, I played, my shot was good. I shot 80% from 3 the whole Combine, 71% all around. It's an easy game to score, and I have IQ. So I'm doing fine, perfectly fine on offense. Now, defenses, which is typically my greatest strength, off the ball defense, team defense. But it's like I forgot sweet spot defense. It's like I forgot how to play the lane. I had to warm up. And since I knew I hadn't played in a while, what I was doing is I was playing safe. I was hugging. I wasn't playing off my man to play the lane for real. So it didn't lead to steals for real. So that was my problem. Now we're going to dive into this video, into the game, and break down exactly what I could have done better.
We're both kind of on power forward.
There we go.
Yeah. I'm just
go to the same corner every time.
Yeah,
Now,
I'm going left.
so in my opinion, we had the most stacked lineup in the Combine. So it's me at the 4 and Chaos at the 5. So our 4 and our 5 is, whew, that's a scary front court. We have Tazo as our lock. So a top 3, and he's not 3 lock. Right? We have Duran as our point guard, and we have Furno playing out of his position at the 2. So we didn't warm up before this, and I was suggesting we did, but some people didn't want to. And they were like, we're good. So we didn't warm up.
We're live with game 1 right
and
now.
That led to the reason why we lost this game when we shouldn't have. We actually, in my opinion, played a better team the second game, and we flooded them by 30. And we should have flooded this team. We're talking, we're hyped, good D, we're swinging. Let's see what we did here. I already know Duran's a dog. When you're playing with a dog, you just let them do them. This is why we should have warmed up right here. Don't get me wrong, Furno's a dog. Good D, Duran.
Good D, boy.
Put it in press.
Ankle breaker. Yeah, you're good. I'll foul.
So, when they're running a pick and roll, or I don't think they ran a pick and roll here, but just in general, it's like a similar scenario. When you're playing the corner, if you want to drop and play like the roll like this while playing your corner at the same time, so sweet spot. So I played it here, but you'll see I start hugging way more throughout the game. But the way you know when to do this, so you're not out of position, you don't get dotted in the corner, is how they run the pick and roll. So if he's going this way, right, if he's going towards the middle, the point guard, it's going to be the opposite corner. So if he was going this way on the pick and roll, whether he went to the 3 or whether the point guard went this way and drove, it'd be this corner that comes down. Because the center is going to roll the opposite way of where the point guard went. If the point guard went this way, the center is going to come this way. So I can step over and play both right here. If he throws a pass to my corner to the center, I can steal it, and it gives time for the center to come down and stop that. Now here, he's gonna dunk it, most likely. But that's how it should be, just so you guys know.
Take my cut, Fern. Take my cut. Take my cut.
I got you. Yep, I got him.
I pick him over there.
Yep, I'm good. I'm
Here,
good.
pressuring the point guard, not giving him space.
Yep. I got the back door. Oh, I'm down. We're good. Good D.
They got 3 down. They got 3 down.
You good.
And don't get me wrong, when I was saying earlier I didn't play to my best on defense, it's because I wasn't getting steals and like baiting them into bad passes. But I still played good help defense, swinging, rotating, and making sure I don't just leave people open or anything like that. It's just I wish I would have played better sweet spot, because I could have got like 6 steals every game. But it didn't work out like that, which is fine. Well, it's not fine, but I got wins. I was still playing good overall defense.
Good D. Way to play the walk back. Got him.
You got him.
Go. Always push back when they bring it out.
I'm going back.
I overextended there, but I know BC isn't gonna pass and dot like that, because I actually know BC. So it's also good to know the people you're playing against. When Hyde had the ball, I did not overextend like that. When I saw BC with the ball, I said, I'm good. Make a play. Should hit the corner.
Right again, front. Good D.
He missed.
He missed. Oh.
I could have 100% got that rebound, but I didn't know it was gonna go that far out. I'm trying to go out on the break, so that would happen to a lot of people.
Yep. Oh, he got it. What do you want me to do on that? They're on. They're double teaming. Sit. Alright, bet.
I'm gonna hit you with Ernest Clip.
Alright, bet.
It's good. The point guard in the center are talking about what they're gonna do there. I like that. We're actually playing with our lock on the hash, because what Ferno did is he brought out his power forward, and so we're running 2 power forwards, and our lock is playing hash. Because the shooting guard that he had is like a 6'7", so he doesn't have the faster release.
Hello.
We should have stole that. That's what I was talking about though earlier. I could have been there. So he went left. So that's me. Right here, I'm supposed to step here, a little more here, and I can play both passes. And if I would have stepped where I said, that pass is gone. But the center also cut kind of tight. It's a little awkward of an angle. You want to play it more to make sure the corner doesn't get a 3, because you don't want to give up 3s. But I could have played that pass. To be honest, I didn't really have to though. Chaos had it. I can't believe the game didn't give him the steal. Look at that. There's no way he doesn't get that.
Hello. Wow.
You good?
That, and then it takes him out of a contact dunk.
No fouls.
I got height.
No fouls.
Okay. We all found our guys good on that transition.
I'm watching your back running.
So right here, I let him know I'm watching his back, so he can like step up more and extend and pressure height and get the ball out of his hand. I'm playing both, so he can go over, extend, pressure. I'm here playing both. I could play the lane. If I like in my head, I know where the pass is going, I can jump it, or I can stay here thinking like he's gonna try to dot me, like, cause I'm taking like a little 2-step or a 1-step to make him think I'm gonna jump this pass and steal that pass. But what some people make a big mistake of doing is always trying to go for that steal. So the trick that I do, and these are one of the reasons I say I'm really like elite at off-ball defense and playing 2 in specific out the corner, is because sometimes you just gotta play it safe, and by sometimes it's really most of the times. If you tap X, there's no way you're gonna be able to play 2 if you don't get the steal. If he passes to the wing and I just run up, I can run back to the corner, and that gives me enough time. If he passes it, I'll make it back to the corner because it's like quick and run. Or if he gets scared but doesn't pass and just holds it, that should give enough time for Duran to get back to the wing. So that's all it is. It's just showing, baiting, playing 2. But you need people who know how to rotate. And then it's like, oh boy, if you're giving up the corner cut, I didn't even have to tell Chaos because I already know Chaos knew. But when I say like, oh, I got your help on the wing, I'm a help on it. Chaos knows he can play more back now, and he's watching the cut so he can steal that pass. Reason being, he doesn't have to step up on the pick and roll because now the pick and roll is getting trapped by 2 guards. So it doesn't matter which side of the screen he takes, there's always going to be someone there. So now he doesn't have to play up on the screen. So these are all different ways to play the pick and roll, and you want to throw different looks at a team throughout the game, because if you give them the same defensive look, they'll break it down. And then we're just missing corner shots. We should be up 20.
I don't know what the fuck, man. We gotta hit a fucking corner shot.
Yeah, that's me, bro.
You good, bro. Yeah, come on, we're good. We're only down 11. We're fine.
We know we should be winning. It's just missing open shots.
They're pressed.
And they're getting, I ain't gonna lie, they got lucky. It's great.
Oh,
Disclaimer, they hit all their whites this game. But it's open, so we should be guarding it better.
Come here.
Look how they make me catch it. Yeah, it's just a lot of bad luck, but
just bailed it out.
if we're hitting our threes, the game would be tied with the bad luck. And then once the bad luck disappears, we'd be up. I'm not saying bad luck, I'm talking about momentum.
We gotta hit our shots, bro.
Please, come on.
There we go, finally agree.
Don't got no power.
And because of the momentum swinging and everyone has heart crusher on, now we're all cold.
You're good. That's a horrible first quarter. Yeah, no, we're fine.
Bro, we took the lead. We hit all our shots right there.
Yeah, we're good. Gotta turn up the second quarter. Yep, D-boy.
Oh,
airball.
They got it back.
Oh, and they get a 3, man.
And now
Man, I'm
the whole
cold
team's
again.
gold.
Green, please, come on, bro. Thank you.
Here we go.
He's literally just leading you every single play.
Don't worry though.
Yeah, no, you're solid. You gained your last 2 shots. We're Gucci. Just need a little warm up. Good D. I got your paint. Yep.
I got you back on the wing.
Come here.
So again, I told him I got his back on the wing, but it was a mistake this play because Chaos overextended helping on the guard. So what it should have been is I should have had him helping me so I can drop and stop this center. So that was a bad call on my part, but I called it right before he jumped like this and jumped out. But I already made the call, and he threw a bad pass to the corner. He should have lobbed the center, but Ferno ain't get the steal, so it's wide open. And he bricked. See, if you watch my last video, when I got that rebound, I took it coast to coast. But this game, I'm throwing it every time. Especially because we're down. I'm not going for stats or nothing. It's my first game. I'm feeling the combine out. And there's no trolling right now.
Trap. Yeah, I'm back.
Get back corner.
I got blocked. Yep, I got you, kid. Look at that break starter. Wow, boy. Come on.
Yeah, we good. Come on, downside. Let's go.
I'm pressing.
That was a good pass by So earlier, we'll go back and watch that actually.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, trap.
So they didn't make it here. So I have to help on the center here. I could just leave it to Chaos and hope Chaos gets the chase down, but I chose to help. I trust Duran to have my back, which he did. Now, the center threw the dot to the wing, which is the right pass to make. Could Duran play both? Yeah, but like he dotted that wing. Like I didn't expect that pass. Is it openness? Who knows? Probably. But regardless, it's a good pass to make, and the best centers will make that pass. Now, for the defender, if you know the center makes that pass, you know, maybe from watching film, or you just, you know it's a good center, you know the center you've played against them, whatever. Then you can start baiting that. You fake the rotate to the corner, and you actually stay on the wing and jump that pass. And now 2K becomes a mind game, because it's all about predicting and guessing what the player's going to do.
Look at that break shot. Wow, boy, come on.
Very good. Come on, down south. Let's go.
I'm pressing. Hey, you want the ball?
And when you're predicting it right every time,
Yeah, he does not want
that's when it's called reload. You got real estate in the person's mind. You know everything they're going to do.
He's baited.
Get it.
Throwing that ball instantaneously when I had to get that rebound. It's like the opposite of last game.
Hey, come sprint middle on the quick slip. Wow, boy. No way. Let's go. Went in. Out of route.
Should have never lost this game. I'm still disappointed. I would have been 6-1. I didn't get to play the last game. Would have been 7-1. I really had great teammates. I was so happy about this team. Duran's a great point guard. Chaos is... I really like playing with Chaos, because he just talks to you the whole game, and I love talking. You know, out the corner, you don't get to talk as much. On offense, every once in a while, I might call a play I see to help the point guard out. On defense, I'll talk. You talk more on defense. Still not too much. The pick and roll, you know, the center and the lock talk the most. But you still talk like, yo, like I'm gonna help you out. You can go trap, or yo, watch me. I'm dropping. So those are typically the things you'll say out the corner.
Hey, way to shoot though. Way to shoot.
Yeah, keep shooting.
But I always take an effort to talk, like to bring energy to the team. Cause I've seen it before when we win championships or in the finals, and when you bring energy, it's like it goes around the whole team, and like you just made a play and you get hyped and the team gets hyped with you, or you hyping up what your teammate did, and everyone gets hyped, and then it's like momentum builds up real quick from you bringing energy. So that's really important, and I always make an effort to bring that. But let's go back to this play that we saw right here, because we messed up. Now, I don't want to talk too much about last video, because I shouldn't connect two videos that they're not the same video. But in the last video, there was a play similar where I'm on the wing and the corner, which was the point guard, because we were in a scenario like this where you just have to pick up where you were. And he went and tried to just switch with me without saying nothing, and just assuming I would switch. And then we kind of rotated a little late, and it was like a little thing, and we had to pick up for each other. You know, it could have been much simpler if we just said, yo, switch back. Because like the ball, we're on weak side, and technically I'm supposed to be in the corner. So we have a situation, since we're on weak side, we can quickly just boop, swap, and get in our proper positions. Now, this is the flip side. Now I'm the one going to the corner without saying nothing, just assuming Duran would see me there and go up to the wing. That's low-key kind of crazy though, that look how long I'm here and Duran just never leaves.
Oh, drop down. Oh, good D. That's fine. Good defense.
I got you in that, bro. I thought you were gonna go back up to the wing.
We sent him to the foul line, better than just giving him the free two.
I don't have clamp.
So,
But if I don't go.
at 37%.
I'm on.
Oh yeah, he missed it over.
Yeah, we'll take one. We'll take that. So yeah, that was my fault. I'm supposed to communicate that, because that also confused Chaos.
Give me the right corner. Give me the right corner.
Communication is key. That was my fault for just assuming Duran would just switch.
Nate, no bullshit. Duran, he drops almost every play, but how you
Yeah, I'm
rotate
just
it there?
wait.
Yeah, exactly. Nate,
Crazy behind the back. I just want to point that out. Crazy behind the back. There's no way that corner should stop him from dunking it. I'm not gonna lie, that is a free dunk. He does have that corner pass though. Technically, it's wide open. And the teammates were like, oh, you should have dotted the corner. You should have dotted the corner. But I'm not gonna lie. 100% anybody else would have gone it. I don't think there's anybody who would have, unless they were predetermined to throw the corner pass before they even drove. Nobody wouldn't have took this dunk. I'm not gonna lie. That's crazy.
Nate, no bullshit. Duran, he drops almost every play, but how you
Yeah, I'm
rotate
just
it there?
wait.
Yeah, exactly. And how you trying to rotate? It's probably gonna be a hash pass.
But also, we point out that, see, this is why communication is important. The point guard's not going to see everything. And it's not telling him that the corner is open, which someone did say he drops every time. But they mentioned the height rotates every time. So the wing's actually open. Which is true if you watch here. Height's already rotating to the corner. So the wing's going to be open in similar scenarios when Duran drives and he has space. So communication's important. Your point guards, no matter how good your point guard is, your point guard's not a god. He's not going to see everything at every moment. You always want to communicate with your team and point things out. That doesn't mean you're a chatterbox and you talk every single play, like as a corner player specifically. But
Hey, we're back in the game.
help your team
though,
out.
down 7.
Help your point guard out. Make his life easier.
He's gonna start next week.
Yep, you're good.
He faded.
Yeah, we're there.
Now, another good thing. I'm just glad. This is supposed to be a bad game, but rewatching it, like, we're really not playing bad. It's just one of my only 2 losses. So this is very, very important. Now, I'm not playing stack side here. This play, I'm playing the opposite side. We're playing 2 power forwards, so we just, what me and him did is we just went, I think we kept going to the same corner every time. We didn't care which one was stacked and which one wasn't, because we're playing with 2 power forwards. So here I'm not stack side. You almost never want to drop from this side. It's very rare. It's very niche when you do. It'll be like if the point guard goes this way, you might kind of play the lane for both, but you're almost never gonna drop on the center. It depends, because like I said, it's also a mind game. If you stayed home a bunch of plays, one play you go when you drop. If you dropped and you got the steal, now you want to like fake drop and actually just bait and steal the corner pass. You're gonna be looking at that. But it's very dangerous to drop from this corner specifically because you don't have someone on the wing to help you. Could you switch with him? Like, you could do like a big ass rotation? Yes, but most people don't do it because it's just not exactly the most optimal, and it's kind of weird. And if they reset, now everyone's really in a bad position. So it's better if you just don't try this corner too much. You don't have much help there. But that doesn't mean you just stay there like a cone. Look how I step up and shade to try to stop him from shooting there, but he shot it anyways. And he got contested by all 3 of us. So you always want to shade a little bit there. You don't jump, you don't put your hand up, because you want to be able to get back to your corner on time. It is imperative when you're showing and stuff that you do it in a way where you instantly run back. You just want to scare the person to make them hesitate for a split second and think about it.
Go corner first.
He's crabbed there. I stepped up to help him out, but I stayed too long.
We gotta stop giving her.
I screamed, I stole that. So I think I tried, let me see, did I try baiting him or something? He's crabbed, I stepped up, I'm helping, I stay. I'm running back. I pressed X too early is what happened. Oh man, I actually played really good D there. But I messed up, I pressed X too early. So I scared him to throwing the pass.
Go corner.
See, and this is actually what I mentioned earlier in the video, where I said sometimes it's better, a lot of times it's better, just don't go for the steal, just play the defense, just run back so you can play it properly. I'm playing, in a way I'm playing 2 here because I'm playing the ball handler and playing my man. He's grabbed, I stop him, I know he's gonna look for a pass here. I already like scared him from shooting. He's running full speed. Unless he does a dribble pull up, he's not gonna shoot an open shot. So I run back, tap X. If I waited another millisecond, another half second, I get that steal. But it would have been a lot safer to just run straight to the corner. X stopped me from running. I could have easily made it back to the corner on time and just stopped them. Realistically, if I make it back to the corner and then press X, I get the steal. So
No threes.
I just thought he'd pass it a little sooner, is what it was.
Time, we good.
Like I said,
Oh, good move, boy.
I'm warming
Good
up.
move,
I haven't
boy.
played much comp recently. Like at this time I'm talking about, like in this moment, I hadn't played much comp. So I'm still easing back into it. By the end of the combine, I was back in it, and you saw last video what I did. I was trolling, dropping 30 and
Big pinch. Come
3
on.
steals, jumping passes,
Yeah, it's that
the
blast
lanes.
work 'cause you're cold. The dig pinch. Come on. Yeah, it's that blast work 'cause you're cold.
After he missed me in the corner, all he had to do was lob the center, but he should have hit me in the corner. But he could have lobbed Chaos. But he played it safe because he already missed the pass, whatever. That's fine too. And then he decides to go crazy.
Back.
We gotta make sure we get back.
We're back.
Find a man. Find a man. Find a man.
I got two.
In the paint.
Fight down.
Oh, slow, slow.
Why do I feel like I messed
Yeah,
up
no,
on
we're good.
defense here, but I didn't see where I messed up.
Find a man.
I feel like I went by a little fast here watching the video.
Find a man.
I gotta go back more. It worked out though. But where am I supposed to be? Yeah, here I'm good. Here I decide to trap. I see his shadow, so there's someone here. This guy's rotating. I should come back on this guy.
Find a man. Find a man.
Here I should be on height.
I got two.
Fernal did a great job right there. That's why that play just didn't go to shit.
In the paint.
And then they went into their offensive set, and I just stayed in my corner. So I actually messed up there.
Yeah, no, we're good.
But Fernal saved me. And then we still messed up here. Great show here. Pressuring the point guard. You could have dotted him, but height tends, you know, a lot of the new up and coming point guards are really like dribble head scorers. They put their head down, dribble. And not that they don't have dots in them, but when they are throwing dots, it's like they have it predetermined. Like they're not very reactionary. They're not looking to pass as much. So they're missing a lot of easy passes like this. But at the same time, they score a lot, and it makes passes easier for them because everyone's overextending like this constantly on them. But nonetheless, good help by Daron. Now, where did we mess up? He reached. The lock reached. Chaos is there though, and he's height was already too low. Chaos is stopping them. So this play is my fault. I got out of the possession and Tazel tried to save me. Then Chaos got stuck playing too. That's my fault there. I reached, threw me out of position. That's because you can't be moving and reaching on next gen. That's just a lack of a warm up. You gotta be in next gen. You have to be like stationary when reaching, unless you're jumping a pass.
2-7.
Because otherwise that'll happen. What happened last play?
We gotta fight again, yo. We gotta fight again.
And Tazel might as well have just let me
Yeah,
die.
one down. Good. Oh my god.
Surprised that didn't go in. We have way too many turnovers, and we're 3 for 9 from 3.
Yeah, come on, we gotta lock in. We're 3 for 9.
We're 3 for 9.
All wide open shots.
Definitely 3 for 9 on all wide open
Let's
shots.
threes out the corner. Like we're just. I mean, me and Taser are boxing and shit. We have 8 turnovers too. Let's have a better second half for sure.
Tazo and Chaos have been playing great pick and roll defense in the game.
Hyde has 2 points. Just letting y'all know.
Hyde only has 2 points.
We're not cold no more. We should be good. Shouldn't be that close. I got him in paint. I got him. Yep.
Now, this is great. Great defense in the pick and roll. They've been doing it all game, but the reason I wanted to point this one out specifically is just a little thing here. Like you see, Chaos is going down, playing like in case Height drives. He's playing the shot kinda, but he kinda like baits like the pass to the popper. He plays in the middle, especially since Height drove.
Got him in paint.
And he played good. He just didn't get the steal. He didn't even press X. And then he jumps at him and makes it 25% with the center. But the way he played in the middle is good. You have to like read the floor and read your teammates, and like you should be able to know when things are gonna happen. What you'll see from most locks and like that aren't competitive as top tier, they're just gonna I promise you what they do is they're gonna follow Height to try to get back in front of him, and they're not gonna make it. Just your center got it, but he knew this was gonna happen beforehand. That's the point I'm trying to say. Everything about this game is mind games and predictive and knowing ahead of time, and that only comes from just playing the game and really knowing the game. And the way I learned it was from playing with top players. So when they might say certain things, and I would pick up on things they say and like realize how like they're really like predictive, and then I would start predicting. But another way to do it is just from watching film and figuring it out yourself. But it's difficult to figure it out yourself. So that's why I'm here with these breakdown films. No one else in the community does this, and like I don't know why no one's ever tried to basically teach comp IQ through YouTube videos. So that's why I'm here, trying to help everyone learn to get better.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, we know, buddy. Yeah, Stevie, back in your pop.
What I think helped a lot of players learn too recently is some of the terms that we use in the community. So such as like baiting, showing, whatever. These are words that weren't really used before. It was just things people did if they were like elite players, because there were less elite players like just 4 or 5 years ago, which isn't too long ago. But then people started saying things like, oh, you baited, I'm showing. So then people are like, so what does that mean? And they learn what it means, and when they learn what it means, then they start trying to do it like, oh, I'm baiting, and now everyone's baiting. But back then nobody baited. If you baited, you were automatically an elite defender.
Shot. I got bored.
I should have shot that.
Come on, hey, we gotta make sure like let's take the lead this quarter. Fuck that. I'm trying to fuck up.
Oh my god.
This is tough. This is hard to watch. I wish we had just warmed up. That's the only reason we lost this game. Because we're not playing as good as we should.
Go back. Good D. Good D. Yep. Good D.
I did check those saves.
I'm here.
Oh no. Ah man. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Hyde has 2 points, fellas. He's not scoring on us.
You good? I'm going through.
Back.
Yo, come on, let's get it back to within 10, bro. It's only 18, bro. Let's get it within 10 before the quarter. We could break it 10 points.
There I go, trying to tell my team it's not over yet, man. Let's get the lead
There
back
it
to
is.
10.
Shot, kid.
Half bar.
Rebound.
Come on, good shot. The guy made away. Always got to tell your team once like you're like it's a bad run and you guys are like on the verge of getting blown out. So, but it's only halfway through the third quarter. So what I like to do is set a goal for the team. You like let's get it at least within 10 by the end of the third. And like realistically, those are reachable goals. We're only down like 16 or 18 around there. So getting it to 10 within 10 in like 2.5 minutes, that's 100% doable. And then a 10-point lead in the whole fourth quarter, that can be broken. So what seemed like, oh, we probably lost because we're down 16 or down 18, now seems a lot more reasonable to come back from.
I gotta hit that.
We want them to pass, bro, but like when the shot clock's counting down, they're gonna throw a pass. And you want to stay home, bro. At the beginning of the play, they're always holding on to it. When the shot clock
I pointed out something I noticed throughout the game. Like I said, communication is important. From the corner, you're not going to talk as much, but no one should ever be silent throughout the game. Everyone always should have something to say. The point guard, the lock, and the center typically are going to have the most to say. That doesn't mean at the corner you have nothing. You still have a lot to say out the corner. What I pointed out was things I noticed. In the corner, you're more stationary most of the time. You always have to be ready at all times. But that also, since you're more stationary, you see more. I pointed out, yo, when it gets late in the shot clock, he's passing, he's looking for a dot. He's not looking to score because we're boxing him into pick and roll. So when it gets late in the shot clock, stay home. You can bait and show a little bit, but regardless, play the 3-point. You should get steals. That's what I pointed out.
Good take.
And that typically happens in a lot of games.
Out of a dunk notch.
When shot clock's counting down, people are looking for dots. Dots or drifters.
Good D. Good D, Taze. Get back out. I'm good. Yep. Defense, boy.
corner, my corner.
Dude, late in the shot clock, he's looking for that drifter. He's like, damn, I can't get shit. I'm boxed.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
Fuck it. Drifter. That was my first shot.
We got it. Hit our
Also,
four for 4.
just to also put this into context about this game. But at the same time, what I'm about to say also applies to the other team. But still, it's context I want to apply to this game regardless. Not only did we not warm up, but since it took so long for the check-in process, everyone was sitting around the Discord and we weren't allowed to scrimmage or warm up for, it was about 2 hours, 1.5 hours to 2 hours. So we were sitting around doing nothing without warming up. So I didn't get a shot till the end of the third quarter. It made no sense to me that we weren't allowed to warm up or scrimmage. Like we were doing nothing for 2 hours. People probably went and did it anyways.
I know, I ain't gonna lie, I haven't either. I forgot about doing it.
Hard to do that.
I reached. Oh, good D.
So, this is another thing. I'm sure this has happened to everybody, at least by accident. But in a way, it's always going to happen like you can't control it, but you can. I worded that bad. You can't do it every time on purpose, but you can try to like do it, make it happen more often. So when you're playing sweet spot and you tap X, it'll lunge you to whoever you passes the ball to. So I'm able to get out there and contest it.
Oh, good D.
So if you time X correctly, that'll happen a lot more often. And that helps a lot. That has saved so many plays. If I'm in sweet spot, like let's say right here, right? Someone's in this corner, I'm guarding that corner, and the point guard throws a pass from over here to over here. But I'm a little out of position, I tap X, I get lunged over there, and I instantly press Y. When I see myself lunging, I'm always spamming Y. Because since you're also lunging in that direction, it's going to make you jump in that direction too. And now you get at least like a 20% on what normally should have been an open shot.
I reached at that back door.
That's not my skill.
I should have stayed down right there.
How did I get that skill though?
Let's see something else about this play.
Oh, good D, good D, good D, good D.
So Ferno messed up here. So I'm glad I went back and looked at this. Now, out the corner, another mistake people do, especially if they have high rebound ratings, you know, power forwards do this in next gen. They were just going for the rebound. If you're not the center, you shouldn't be going for the rebound. That doesn't mean don't press Y for it, but your main objective isn't to grab the rebound, it's to box out so they don't get an O board. If you can get the center, because the center can't, that'll help the center out. Because see, the center is getting boxed out. But you can't do that here. Gotta box out this corner guy.
Giddy. I raced at that back door.
Gilly ended up getting the rebound there.
I should have stayed down right there.
How did I get that skill
That's weird. He got 100. I just want to point that out. It's weird. He got 100% smothered on that with blinders jumping from the side. My fault. And I got blessed. This is what I was talking about, why I'm playing like hugging my man. Why am I all the way up here? First of all, the ball's all the way over here. So I could technically play right here and still play this pass to the corner. I'm a power forward, 6'9", max wingspan. I can play the pass from here. And in doing that, I also stop this guy from cutting. I could also do it a little more this way, actually, to also in case the pass goes to the wing. Because he's a little overextended here. But that's because they wanted a trap, so he wants to watch this guy. But he could have played a little more back till he runs towards the middle. But regardless, I should not be all the way back here. This is terrible. And this is just, like I said, it's like I forgot sweet spot. I don't know why I'm playing all the way back there. That pass should have never gone through. Should have stole it. But 2K blessed me. Made a miss.
You're right back, you're right back.
Dexter on. Hey, go, 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 go.
See, I beat my corner man to the paint and boxed him out. We didn't get the rebound, but it increases the chances.
That's me. Oh, he sold it, he sold it.
I'm going height.
I gotta get there.
Oh my god, that was a steam.
Full white. Game gave me a full white. But far right here.
Go, 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 go. That's me.
I gotta
he
play
sold
that.
It, he sold it.
I think I tried baiting the rotate because I took like a step towards him, but I didn't sell it. I didn't even really take a good step. Like I should have ran more and then ran back. And if I do that, I give that's Tazo. I'm pretty sure that's not Duran. That's Tazo. I would have given Tazo enough time to get back to the hash. All I had to do was run to height and run instantly back to my corner. I make an emphasis on that. I've made that in both videos. That it's when you run to the man, you instantly run back. You don't put your hands up, you don't jump. Because that just scares him. That gives people time to rotate.
Good day, good day, good day. Bench, good bench. I'm here, I'm good. Oh, I'm here, remember?
Like you could start running back. I'm talking about before they even catch the ball. Like right before they catch it. Like you could already start running back. Because by the time they catch it, it's like a person's brain can't process that. Unless they're just straight up dumb and they just shoot it. And like they were gonna shoot it smothered if you stayed. Which does happen every once in a while.
Alright, now we have to get fucking stops and score every time. It's not completely over yet.
Down 16. Whites. Just need to warm up. We got so many whites this game. They hit all their whites. And I didn't get that steal. My god. Let me go back. Were you pressing this play? No, we're just back on transition. No way I don't get that steal. I'm actually like, I'm stunned I didn't get that steal. That's crazy. See? Look at, I want to go back actually and watch that play. I need to go back a little bit more, just 2 seconds. What I want you to watch now is watch me shading and helping, and watch, who is this? Duran Tazo. Watch Tazo shading and helping. No, not Tazo. It is Duran. My bad. So watch how we're helping here. Go back again. So we're pressuring the point guard, and we're all shading for each other to make passes not open, but make it so the point guard can't score. Make it very difficult for him. So I'm here. I run up so he can't go right and drift or take a shot off of it. I cut off his right. Duran's shading a bit, and he steps up more to cut off his left here. And while he's doing this, Furno is over here stepping up, watching the wing a bit. And all this doing this to stop height from going left and right allows Chaos to step back and watch the paint more and watch back doors, wing cuts, steal those passes, and the center can't roll. That's what happens when we're shading like this hard on the point guard. Chaos can play more back. And also, if the point guard drives, like splits the defenders, Chaos is there to stop it. Now, height, dribble, breaks us anyways. I tried to bump steal him, but I didn't get it. See right here. Right into me, but I didn't get it. But the shading, the helping, it's elite. It's elite. We're really playing good defense. It's just on offense we weren't clicking, but our defense was actually really elite and high level. Again, classic play I always call for my point guards. At the points you're gonna catch the corner lacking. It actually be open many times throughout a game, but if you do it too many times, it gets caught. I like to wait for like whatever I feel is the right time to call it to help the point guard out. I say, yo, Duran, when you get past half court, I'm going to cut. Gets past half. I go, lobs me up. Done.
Come on, yo, we gotta like start pressing full court. I know what to do. We should have done.
I tell my team we got to start pressing. Duran instantly went to go trap, but we weren't in position to press there. And he hits a white 21%. He just hit whites the whole game. But yeah, typically also, another tip, when you're late in the game, and there's no way we were going to come back in this game at this point, because with this much time and down this much, it was impossible. But let's say 1 minute left, right? And you're down like 6 and you need to make a comeback. What you want to do is you want to start intensifying your defense, blitzing, trapping, jumping passes. Because now it's late. The point guard knows like, okay, I'm on the other team. He knows, okay, I'm up, but I can't make mistakes and throw the game. So when out of nowhere, when you have him really blitzing him and trapping him, now you blitz him and trap him at half court, he's going to throw a quick pass, kind of scared. So the corner isn't playing both in that scenario. You're jumping that pass. You're jumping that wing pass. You're going to get a steal. And now you're making the point guard think harder. Now he's scared. He rattled because we go on the end and maybe we get a 3 on the break. Boom. Now it's a 3-point game. and now he's rattled. And then you can start, and then you can bait him into something dumb. So that's actually something I learned from Fab, because he would constantly do that. He constantly, always at the end in close games, that he might be down a little bit, wants to intensify, start blitzing, trapping, and forcing a dumb pass, because pretty much everyone is going to mess up at the end. Unless you know what's coming.
Damn. Shot.
Missed.
I'm putting on hard pressure, bro. Wow.
And yeah, that's the breakdown of my worst performance in the combine.
I'm a fake cut and go back to the corner.
It was just I had some slip ups. I think I had like somewhere between 3 to 6 mishaps on defense. And that's just, you know, didn't warm up, haven't been playing as much as I needed to. Warmed up throughout the combine, and that got fixed. Fixed.
That's on me for that issue.
Nah, you're good.
Yeah, this is how I got this was my first game, lost my first game, won all the other games and went on a streak.
You got made.
I didn't talk about it too much and didn't point out the things, but throughout the whole game, you could just watch how Tazo and Chaos play defense, and they play real good. It's just watch the way they like switch and make sure they're each watching both sides. If Chaos will, let me go back slightly, because they were doing it a little bit this play. Be sure. Yeah, you could kind of see it here. I could go back a little more to show it a little better, but you can see here. So actually, no, let me go back a little more. I'm going to show it correctly. So right here, Tazo steps up because Chaos is watching the right. So Tazo steps up to deny the screen. So he denies him from going this way to take the screen. But if Height goes this way, Chaos is going to meet him. Some people don't always do this. They just play the very traditional. The lock will be here and the center will be waiting on the other side. This works very, very well as well. I want to be able to do both. It's all about being able to throw different looks. And then it allows him to switch into the traditional. He can get in front and Chaos can play the left. They can trap, and since Chaos is here, he can get back on the roll too. He can just, when you like go to trap here, it's just the center steps up and runs back instantly, like I've told you how I do in the corner before. Boom, boom. The center does that too. He runs up to the point guard and instantly starts running back. It's basically, it is baiting. That's what it is. I'm just going to call it a bait. Because what you're doing is you're baiting the center to roll. Since you're already like predetermined, I'm running up to the point guard and instantly stepping back. The center sees you step up and he's going to roll at the same time you step back. Like a brain can't process that quick enough. That when he sees you step up like that, to instantly roll. He's going to see you step up, then start rolling, but you're already running back. So you're going to be on that. It's all mind games. 2K's IQ,
Oh.
playing my games, predictive.
You can't quit.
Nah.
There we go. That's the film breakdown of this game. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll be dropping more content. I'll be continuing the film breakdown series for a while because I really like helping teach other players come up in the community, bro. Like people, like I said, I told you guys earlier, I learned from playing with the best. I wasn't always good, but those opportunities that I have aren't around anymore. To be honest, it's not, I don't want to say it was easy, but like now you're really more on your own nowadays. Like you have to watch film and learn these things on your own, and it's not the same as playing with people. But here I am dropping the knowledge in YouTube videos now with my film breakdown series. I may just get straight up in depth, and I think I'll start making videos on concepts. So I'll mention the concepts throughout the series, and when I see that happen in the videos and games. But if I specifically go and break down how to shade correctly, how to like the thing that I said where you instantly step up and instantly return to scare the person, like those type of concepts, I can make specific videos to break those down and teach it to people and make everybody a comp player. And by doing that and elevating the overall level of competitive players, we'll see more top tier elite players rise and get new skill levels of players in the league, man. I'd love to see it. So thanks for watching this whole video through. If you made it this far, like I said before, like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll be dropping more content for you weekly.